Hello, and let's talk about things that are on the horizon in the Earth-2 metaverse. Before we get started, we just wanted to say that we are glad to have you back to another video if you are a subscriber. However, if you are new to the channel, thanks for checking us out. So we have a few things to go over in this video update. Make sure you stay to the end to find out how you can win prizes just by being part of the E2 ITK community. We wanted to start this segment with a quick examination of one of the many examples of a plan for self-sustainability. So up to this point, the channel has not really looked at the side droid transport from landfills, or should we say the lack thereof. Most of the time, thinking about an aspect that is not exactly ideal from the player's point of view can sometimes lead to distress. However, we deplore you to think about this from a different angle. Shane Isaac has always stood on the fact that he wanted to be self-sustainable, and this mechanic is just one more way to prove that they are covering all of the bases. When you think about how the team is actually jump-starting the digital assets market inside the E2 metaverse, just by making it a requirement to work with the supply and demand inside the community, it works on so many levels. Sure, you could have it so that players could simply just move their droids, but what does that do long-term? I mean, obviously it just creates an opportunity for the players to create more droids and simply move them to other landfills. Instead, the idea is that if we are forced to free up droid slots for prospecting droids on each landfill, it prevents that from being a practical strategy. In return, this keeps the market from being saturated with unneeded droids, therefore keeping the value of existing droids competitive instead of deflationary. It also keeps the community trading amongst themselves, which in return, every time the droid is traded, Earth2 gets a fee, so everybody wins. This, however, is just the first level of how deep this can be developed. As more game mechanics are released, we will see more use case, therefore causing more players to either need more or less of each droid, causing even more trade among the community, in return generating more fees for the E2 self-sustainability model. We say kudos to this game mechanic and have even thought of scenarios where in 40 years you will see digital representations of the version 1 droids similar to old machines on Earth 1, either beat or kept classic mint. You know, just slap the wing, and if it doesn't fall off, then you're good to go. That's just some food for thought. There have been a few territory openings, and we want to go over some market floors as per usual. This is Earth2 in the Know, and let's get into it. So since our last coverage of Tier 3 openings, we saw two additional releases. The first was St. Helena, which saw some purchase power from the jump off at launch, but sizzled quickly and is now trading for 0.106 or right under 11 cents USD. The second launch was a little more successful as we saw Hanoi, Vietnam open 4 hours prior to video production and is currently trading at 0.117 USD or about 12 cents. It seems that since we've seen resources roll out, the Tier 3 purchases have seemed to take in a backseat to areas with Tier 2 resources still available. We'll see how that goes. It will be interesting to see if this trend seems to continue, or if we see a raise in value amongst the Tier 3 releases once again. Personally, I think that once everybody gets their resources, the Tier 3 value is going to go back up. So let's talk jewels, because once again, we are seeing a new floor. Although occasionally you will see a floor drop for a minute or two, the common jewel is now starting at a bottom of 11 cents for a new floor. 11 cents. That's like almost double from 2 months ago. Every day that passes, we are seeing new values on all of the things that now have a new use case. The prices will more than likely continue to rise as more use case is released. As we feel this will be a repeating cycle as new assets are released, this will be an interesting case study as of what is to come while we stockpile and wait for the building blocks to roll out. So let's talk contest. We don't yet have a new skin release to give away codes for. We are instead going to give away a customized droid that's going to be either an epic or a better. It will depend on what's in stock at the time of the end of the contest. All you have to do to enter the contest is to become a subscriber, like and comment on any video on the channel, and just like that you have a chance to win. For those of you who are subscribers, all you have to do is just like and comment any video. Easy peasy. We do typically do one drawing per week, either directly on the channel or with a partner of the week. So let's talk civilians. We seem to have a common floor of 19 cents USD on the Space Force civilians, with the occasional ones being posted for 18 cents that usually get swooped up pretty quickly. The Rebel faction is doing much better. It's averaging between 33 to 38 cents for the floor. Not too bad, you Rebels, you. However, the Egyptian God faction is absolutely crushing it. It's with a hard floor to penetrate at 75 cents. These things are flying off the shelf all day. May Ra be with you. So that's about going to wrap it up for this video. As always, if you found the video useful, please like and sub so YouTube can use us to fight the scam tubers. Believe it or not, people are still calling Earth2 a scam, which is insane. As always, we really appreciate you guys checking it out. We know the video's not too long today. We wanted to make it a quick one. We cannot wait to see you in the Earth2 metaverse.